Hi there, my name's Caitlin. I'm from grassfedgirl.com, and today we're going to be talking about my second trimester journey. It is week 13 through 28, and I'm just going to be talking about all the things I've been through staying carnivore, trying to stay low carb and keto, and it has been really fun and everything's going well, but I've had a few hiccups here and there, and we're going to talk about that today, so stay tuned. It's going to be fun. So if you didn't watch, I had an 18-month update on my carnivore experience video, and then I also had a first trimester video about my first 12 to 13 weeks of pregnancy. So this one, make sure you watch those. Of course, you'll still understand it's not going to be that different, but you'll understand things that happened to me before and what's going on now. So we're going to talk about week 13 through 28. So I have been pregnant for a long time now. I'm in week 29. So I want to make this video before I forget what the second trimester was like. So I have been going to see my midwife about every month and getting a checkup from them. And I got several ultrasounds. I'm a little bit on the older side. After you're 35, you are considered advanced maternal age or geriatric pregnancy. So they will watch you a little closer and scare you with lots of things. So that's been fun. But anyway, so I have a midwife. I'm going to a big hospital here. And I decided not to do a home birth because I just feel like I have some risk factors that, and I've had some friends that had to be transferred to the hospital after a home birth and a family member. So I just decided that I just want to be close to the source. If anything goes wrong, I just don't want to be far from the hospital. So I've decided to have a midwife, which is usually if you don't know, the midwife is less into intervention, so they don't do as many. They believe in letting birth happen just without getting involved too much, as long as the baby's safe and everything like that. So I feel that philosophy aligns with mine, and it's usually a little more of a natural process. So that aligns with my ideas a little better. So that's what a midwife is. And a long time ago, like in the 70s, they didn't even let midwives into hospitals, but now they are, seems like very much part of the whole hospital thing. So that's good. And one thing I had to do this time was a blood sugar test. And now I did not consent to doing the one they wanted me to do, which is basically taking sugar in a cup, I guess, like syrup sort of stuff. They called it glucoa or something. It sounded horrible. I did not think that, and maybe I'll make a second video, but I did not want to do that because I don't eat sugar. And so I was afraid that I might fail because my body's so not used to eating a bunch of sugar at once that I would have a bad reaction or something. So I really didn't want, and then you get diagnosed with gestational diabetes, and so I really didn't want to take a chance. I know my blood sugar is totally fine, but I just didn't want to go through their weird test, and then for some reason something goes wrong, and they say that I failed or I have gestational diabetes, which I know I don't. So they said that I could do testing at home for 2 weeks, 4 times a day after meals and fasting. And so I did that at home. I did 2 weeks of testing my blood sugar. I have my Keto Mojo, and I did that. You can get it down in the description box. So I did that for 2 weeks, and I barely broke 100. So I thought it was pretty good. I didn't have big spikes in my blood sugar at all. Of course, after eating, it stayed almost the same. When you're eating carnivore diet, mostly you just stay the same all day. You don't have these big ups and downs. Sometimes you can go up to maybe 100, 105, something like that after you eat a big steak or something, but then it will go back down to like 70 or 80. In the morning, I was about 80, around there. So I thought it looked pretty good. I sent it in to them and they said that I was fine. And I did it different times all through the day and then usually before bed. So got a lot of good different readings for them, and they said it was totally fine. Of course, they said again that they wanted me to do the sugar bomb thing, but I was like, okay, noted. Maybe they just have to say that, you know, to cover for their insurance or whatever. But yeah, I passed that, so I guess that's done with. Hopefully they won't bring it up again next time I go on June 30th. And let's see, the cravings. I've had more cravings this time. It's been tough. I've tried to keep it mostly, if I did have a craving, I would eat like cheese or goat cheese or dairy. That helped. And making sure my electrolytes, which I'll talk about more later, were in check. And then I did have, sometimes I would have like a keto ice cream or something like that, like a Rebel ice cream. Or maybe I put a little stevia, make like a lemonade or something like that. But really just trying to keep it mostly carnivore or dairy based instead of going way off. And because those things, a lot of things that will really hurt my stomach, will disrupt my sleep. If I eat a lot of vegetables or fruits, or especially those things will be really a mess, or nuts, really painful. So I just try to keep it either goat cheese, dairy, something like that, and maybe I put a little stevia in it or something like that. And that would be like a cheat or treat, or have like a Rebel ice cream. That's kind of an example of what I would let myself have. And I just tried to be a little lenient on myself because I just feel crazy when, you know, I have all these hormones and stuff. So I just wanted to relax and just not be so restrictive and just not feel guilty if I let myself have that stuff. So that's kind of how I've been dealing with it. And, you know, it's been kind of balancing between the two of mental health and physical health, and getting through also this time of, you know, uncertainty in our world and everything. So just kind of balancing all those together was my philosophy on that. And hopefully I will continue to be able to overcome my sugar cravings. But, you know, it's touch and go. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it. And then sometimes I have heartburn. So anything on everything would give me heartburn. Even eating steak and eggs would give me heartburn. So I kind of think sometimes I knew what it was, that I ate something that I shouldn't have eaten. But sometimes it would just be meat and eggs. So I was kind of like, well, it's higher. Like it seems like in the past my heartburn would be kind of down here, but then this is like higher. So I guess that's like a pregnancy thing. So, and it's not that bad. It usually goes away after maybe 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. So I would take a little bit of my essential oil. I like to digest. You can also get that down in the link in the profile. I love essential oils, so I use digest for that, and I take it in a little capsule, and that's very helpful. Or you can just rub it on your tummy if you have a tummy ache. And let's see, finding clothes was a little tricky. Finding clothes, because you don't want to buy clothes that only fit you for a few weeks. You want to buy them bigger, and so then they're too big at the beginning, so it's like tricky to find something that fits right. And I bought a few things. This is a cute top I have from Amazon. It's kind of for after the birth, but I liked it. So it has like a little, shelf here, so you can lift it up if you want to have it for nursing. So that's good. I'll put the link down below if you want to get that. And then I had my virtual baby shower. That was really fun. I had that from some of my far off family and friends, and that was fun because a lot of them came and watched my virtual baby shower. So that was cute. A lot of people sent me gifts, and I will put the link to my baby registry down in the description box. If you want to send me a gift, that'd be great. I got most of it already. You can see what I purchased and what I still need. You can filter that out. So I got a lot of stuff already. I really I mostly need diapers now. I'm going to try to do cloth diapers, but I probably will use both depending on what I'm doing. So diapers is probably the thing I need the most right now. And I did have a problem where I got a lot of congestion and coughing, and I went to the doctor about that. I have a nurse practitioner, like a regular nurse practitioner, and she is not an OB doctor, not a baby doctor, but she looked at that, and I got tested for COVID. I got tested because I was having a lot of coughing, and they said it was just probably I had a more heightened immune response, inflammation in my airways from being pregnant. So I was coughing a lot, and that comes and goes, and it's still there. So I don't think it's a viral thing. They also did another swab at my nose. They did both sides for the COVID, and then they tested me for a bunch of different viruses, and they didn't find anything. So I think it's just related to maybe my body being a little more inflamed during pregnancy. And so as long as I sit up and don't eat too much dairy, I'm okay. So sometimes if I lay down, it gets worse. But so I have a little bit of coughing and congestion. Leg cramps really bad if I don't eat right, if I eat things off plan, if I don't keep up with my electrolytes. The Redmond, I've been trying to drink this Redmond stuff, and I love it. It tastes so good. I like this one, and I also like the berry, and I'll put the link below. You can save 15% off with my link. It is so yummy. You can also get, this one has a little bit of stevia. You can also get the one without stevia. It has a unflavored, so you can get that one too. And like I said, you can save 15% with my code grass-fed girl. And I love this one. You just mix about a scoop into some water. So it's like this. It looks like this. And you just mix a scoop into some water. It's super easy, like about 8 ounces of water. And drink it up. It's so tasty. I love it. I've got it in this cup. I like to put ice and then just drink this all day long. I've got my ice and my water in there. And that's really important on carnivore to prevent leg cramps. Okay, yeah, if I don't do that, if I don't stay up on my electrolytes, I will get leg cramps in the night, and that's a big mess, so very painful. And then I'm just growing out, and I've gained probably about 25 pounds, and it's a little hard to deal with that. I lost weight when I started carnivore. I lost about 20 pounds, so I've gained all that weight back and a little more, and it's kind of hard to deal with that, but I know it's for a good reason, and I'm so excited about my baby, and I love my baby and everything, so I'm just trying to mentally chillax about it, and just kind of like buy bigger clothes and be like, whatever, whatever happens, and I'm just trying not to eat too crazy or off plan, and then hopefully I won't gain a lot of weight. And then everybody says when you're breastfeeding, which hopefully will work out for me, that the weight will fall off. So I'm just trying to chill out about it. It's hard to accept, big growing body, but whatever. Just wear some moo type clothes and just go on with what I'm doing. So I do feel healthy, and seeing my blood sugar being under control and everything is makes you feel good. You're not just obese because you're eating cotton candy or something. So I think I'm doing the best I can, and just trying to roll with it and not worry too much about the scale, because it's just not productive. And with the doctor, they sometimes they ask me to weigh, but they don't really get into it. So I think as long as all my other numbers are good, then they won't really have anything to say about that. And I'm pretty much on pace, so hopefully I won't gain too much more, but whatever. I mean, most of it's water. And anyway, so with exercise, the thing about exercise is that I haven't felt like doing a lot of exercise except walking. And walking kind of hits those two birds with one stone, where I get out and I get fresh air, I get sun, and I get mental clarity, and So I think that walking is the best thing for me right now. I don't really feel like doing intense weights or anything like that. I just feel like getting out and walking keeps me away from the computer and resets my energy and everything. So walking has been great for me. I try to get out in the morning because it's really hot here and walk a lot. And we redid the nursery for the baby, and it's really pretty. So eventually I'm going to show you guys a tour. Let me know down below if you want to see that. We painted it, and then we got all new furniture, and I kept one bed in there that I had already because a lot of people say you were going to be nursing and laying down, and so I will show you guys that if you want to see it. And yeah, I mean, everything's going good. I'm just really happy to be healthy and, staying mostly carnivore and having a few keto treats. And, I think I'm going to be staying healthy, keeping my skin looking good, and, all my lab numbers good. So I think I will be bouncing back, hopefully, after this and, getting back to as healthy as I was before. And I'm just really thankful that this is all working out, and I'm just so excited to meet my baby and see what they're like. And soon I'll do also gender reveal on my Instagram, so make sure and follow me on Instagram at Grassfed Girl, and I will be doing a giveaway with a gender reveal, so please follow me over there and guess what you think I'm having. So it's been great talking to you guys. And if you have any questions about carnivore, make sure and leave them down below. I am selling my ebook still. It's 30-day Carnivore Diet Challenge, and you can get that down in the description box. It is a great introduction to the carnivore diet and all the things I wish I had known when I started. So make sure and get that. Please subscribe, like my channel, and let me know how you're doing. I want to hear from you. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.